I am here in Kibisi Star Cooperative, it's in Bakalu, Tongaren sub-county. What you are seeing here is waste, organic waste foods from the market. This is collected from the market before it rots, and if it doesn't rot to go to waste or to fill the air with gases for climate change. So this food is collected from the market. I was on Kibisi market and I found it rather clean. And then I was told, oh, there's somebody who picks this old waste to come and make some black soldier fly. So there it is. This is now where they bring the waste, organic waste from the market. Doesn't rot there. Now we see how he's going to make the black soldier fly. So this is now food for black soldier fly. And after the black soldier fly, it will be, look at it. All this is waste, but now it's going to make wealth, from waste to wealth. So all this has been taken from the market. In other words, you go to the market, you place this a container like this, and the market, open market, they all collect their waste into this, and then Cleophas picks it. This is Kibisi Star Cooperative, which is doing pretty well. And out of this waste, we are now going to make black soldier fly. Let's go to the black soldier fly. Yes, this is again Kibisi Star. You can see Cleophas is here. Cleophas will take us through this project. As I said, we are now, this cooperative is now cleaning town. Like Kibisi is now rid of this vegetable organic waste, and the organic waste is coming here to produce black soldier. Cleophas, tell us what I'm seeing. What are these?
So we are following we are keeping the black soldier fly, adult egg, larvae to pupa. So first of all, part of the waste, the very stinking waste, is very helpful as an attractant for the black soldier fly. So like maybe we go to a butchery and pick the intestines that are very smelly, especially and chicken waste, that is the inside of the stomach that have been thrown, are very good, because through that we are able to use them as attractants, the first attractant for the black soldier fly. So what happens is, as you can see below here, is that very bad waste. Now it helps the flies to lay in a very smelly place. So those are what we call the eggies. So these flies are they like hatching or laying eggs in crevices. So that's where we make the eggies. So we take several of this timber, we put them together like this, so that they will not come and lay on top, they will lay inside. So they like hiding. So we harvest the eggs. So now the eggs now go through the stage of hatching, which we are doing here. As you can see, there's competition because the smell attracts both the housefly and all other flies. So we use these nets. So here are all the cages, the eggies now ready for hatching. About 2-3 days, they will turn into small larvae. So the small larvae are the ones now we make the different types of foods. This will be part of the waste. You'll pick like maybe maize jam or whatever, just so nothing goes to waste. We mix now, we make with the, if you can see here, you can make like this will be the waste. You cut it, you mix it with now the waste from the market, and then now you put the small larvae into this, and then they are able to grow. So you can see these are different dates. When, for example, we put there, so they take a process to harvest, to grow, to mature.
It's November 2022.
Yeah. So you can see inside. So if you look inside, they have these are very ferocious eaters. So if you touch this, it's very warm because they are really digesting. So as they eat, their enzymes break down the foods into final small pieces, the excreta and all that. So everything about them is here. So they eat under. Yeah. So what happens is they will break now the food. Like if you can see, this must have been a potato. Potato. They've eaten it. So we
Yes.
left our waste banana. They will eat it, and so here there will be so many thousands of this. So there are different dates. Most of these are larvae. So we allow them to be larvae. At some point, maybe 2 to 3 days, they should be mature to harvest to make chicken feed. Okay, but now some of them we actually allow them to grow to the pupae, so that they can now rehatch
Oh, for
for
reproduction.
reproduction.
Okay.
So what we've been doing in the recent past is to manage the colony,
Yes.
so we have enough circulation.
Okay.
And as we say now, we're actually missing the West because they have, as you have said, they have ferocious eaters.
Yes.
So we've basically, like Kibisi now, there's not enough West. We are now going to other local markets like Nzoya and all that. And the advantage is if we picked all that, we use it. Yeah, so why we're not filling all this place is because there's not enough waste. Yeah, but these are mostly organic waste. So like you can see, we are naming them, these are the pre-pupa stage. So these are now almost going to the pupa stage, ready for harvest.
Yes.
Here the stages are what we call the larvae. These are the ones now you are able to harvest for, I think these are, yeah,
Very small.
these are small, they just
Like this.
growing. Yeah, these are the larvae. From now the eggs, we transfer them now to start eating, and then we now grow them.
Okay.
Then we have, do we have pupae?
Not at this moment.
Yeah, so most of the pupa we have now actually taken them to the hatchery.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we take them to the hatchery so that they now rehatch. Now nothing of this gets to waste. So
Yes.
after the fly hatches, after the pupa releases the fly, the eggshell remains.
Yes.
That again we use for recycling. It's also good for chicken feed. Like you
We
can
have
see.
harvested the pupa
Yes.
inside there.
So like this is the what remains.
No, it's harvested.
Yeah, this is harvested. Now it's dried. This is the harvested larvae. Now actually ready for composition into chicken feed
Yeah.
and fish feed. So it's a very rich protein content. And then what happens is part of the also remnants of the after they hatch. That's what happened. The advantage is the flies don't eat. So when they after they lay eggs,
Yes.
they die.
Oh, they lay once and they die.
Once they've laid about 500 plus or 800 eggs, they die.
So these are the dead ones.
These are the dead flies.
Okay.
So we pick them to, again, they are very good for chicken feed. And so basically nothing gets wasted into this. So our fish, our chicken will be very, very rich.
Okay.
Now this is direct protein because they are the whatever. And then we believe that this, if you put on fish, they will float on water because they are light. And the fish like eating from floating rather than sinking.
Yes. Yes. So this one can be eaten directly.
Yes.
And the rest you can mix with any components or
Yes.
just also you make fish feed with the formula.
Yeah, so now what we are working on is to make fish feed with a formula so that now we can actually start making, because now these pure proteins and we feel that the protein content will be so high. So we want to work it so that we mix now with other like maize jam or
Okay,
wheat jam,
okay, okay.
wheat bran, so that we make now.
So that waste that they have eaten and it remains behind. What do you use it? Is it
the
fertilizer?
waste is now very pure
Organic.
fertilizer that
Okay.
actually has a repellent effect.
Uh-huh.
Because if you can feel if you touch the larvae, you will hear that they have a unique smell that is naturally repellent for it's a repellent for insects.
All right.
So that means that when you use it, you actually don't need a lot of spraying to repel insects.
Okay.
So it's a very
okay.
rich fertilizer, like you'll see that we use it.
And somebody said that
Part of it.
Yes,
This is the fertilizer.
this is the fertilizer now ready for selling.
Yes.
Well, I mean for use
For
rather.
use, yes.
So and I saw that you also have your own usage. You have
Yes.
your crops here. So it's actually a full demonstration.
Yes, it's now a full
This
demonstration.
Kibisi cooperative.
Yes.
And now somebody said that they can all these larvae also, these proteins can be used for human. I mean, you can fortify some ungas, or like cricket, you can make biscuits, the
Yes.
flour, and then also snacks. Is it the same with black soldier fly?
We've not tried that. We'll leave that to some
The
of
experts.
food scientists to help and the experts
Okay.
tell us. But at least now, for growing vegetables, for feeds,
Yes.
I can confidently say yes.
All right.
And want to also begin like the cricket farming and or silk farming, so that's silkworms. But yeah, this is very rich. It's
Now
a very
this zip that you have, is it you just imagined it, or there's some reason to it? It's not just a straight, or you have made it with
did
your
it-
own design?
It's just our own designs.
Yes.
The issue is to make it small so that the insects don't have to fly, and then you are able to work. In
All
this
right,
place,
all right, all right.
because you don't want to leave them open.
Okay.
Usually you would tie, but we discover the process of tying and untying.
Oh,
is,
yes.
So we decided,
Yeah, I say so because I've seen elsewhere where they just tie crudely.
Yes.
And this one looks quite scientific, well designed.
Yeah, and this we used our local tailors to to design on this.
In your the same cooperative.
Yes. So some
This
of the
is a
women,
complex.
so that the women that work on this, actually these have been made by our tailors just at the market.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that at least they looked at it and designed it, so that everything is easy to do. The eggs are west timber.
These are predators?
Yeah, these
These
are
are-
predators.
Now, what will happen? They will not be fought to. You say that these ones, even if they laid eggs,
They'll be eaten.
they'll be eaten by, or they'll be food for the
They'll be
black
food for
soldier
the
fly.
other- Yeah.
Oh, so there's no danger, but
There's
we
no
don't
danger.
want them in.
don't
But
want them
in
in.
case they infiltrate,
Because the black soldier flies have no pathogens. These others carry pathogens. So we want the other ones that have no pathogens. So that's why we're not taking chance.
Yes.
Trying to lock them out.
good.
Yeah.
So my listener, my viewer, you have heard it. Kibisi Cooperative started on fighting climate change partially, because you know the waste, when the waste goes to the dump sites and they smell, that gas that they emit goes into atmosphere, and that is what is causing the green gas or whatever. Now, Kibisi Cooperative is collecting the organic waste from the market, coming in here and using it to do this black soldier fly. The black soldier fly will be made into fish feed, chicken feed, and call them feed in general. And the feed will now be fed into another value chain, chicken value chain, fish value chain, and all that. And what remains behind from the organic is really good organic manure, and therefore nothing goes to waste. And the climate has been also mitigated. So this is what Kibisi Cooperative in Tongareni, in Mbakalu are doing, all under the steership of Bwana Cleophas Wanyonyi.